We learned just moments ago that this was an EF4 tornado that hit Linwood. And for more on that, we want to go to meteorologist Brett Anthony. Brett, you tracked the tornado all evening last night from where it touched down to then where it lifted back up again. And you spent the day with the National Weather Service today.
Yeah, Ellen, good evening, everyone. We are at the point where the tornado reached its peak right here, very near Linwood. We talk about the EF scale, right? Well, that's the comparison of the damage to the estimated wind strength, EF0 to EF5. You'll look behind me, you'll see EF1, EF2, and even EF3 damage. But I said this was the peak, right? So if you look over here, that house is where they found EF4 damage. The homeowner had a safe room. He rode out the storm in that safe room and survived. So we asked Andy Bailey with the National Weather Service survey team to just point out how he does the survey. So watch and listen at some of the things he looks at and how he comes about the rating that is assessed or assigned to the tornado.
The house itself, we see that at least half the roof is ripped off. The rafters are completely gone. The sheeting, the roof sheeting is mostly gone. The exterior walls are partially gone. We're probably looking 120, 140 in that range. When we look across the street over here and we see these trees absolutely snapped off, we're very confident that's well over 100 miles an hour. Usually you're looking at 110 to 120 to do something like that.
Storm intensity on this storm, 170 miles an hour. That makes it an EF4 rated storm. Andy Bailey also wanted to make mention of this. The integrated warning team, that's the cooperation between the National Weather Service, the media, the county emergency managers, and the weather spotters, all worked together yesterday to prevent any deaths. We had 18 injuries between here and that 31-mile path where it first started and where it lifted north and east of Linwood. 18 injuries, and I talked to a fire official. They told me these were superficial injuries. We're talking about minor scrapes and cuts off of glass. So that's amazing in its own right. And the big thing that everyone did this time was they found shelter, and that's the most important thing to do in a tornado, especially one that was a mile wide. In Linwood, or near Linwood, I'm KCTV5 meteorologist Brett Anthony.